Hi everyone, welcome to Wild Writing in the Time of Corona. This is day 441 of the workshop I've been running to try and support people to write poetry, or to support people who like to listen to poetry, or people who want to learn about it. And usually on the 7th day of the cycle I do something a little different, and sometimes it's exploring different poetic forms. Last week, for example, I looked at the Persian form, the ghazal. And sometimes I give prompts. And today's is the different day. So those of you who follow this will notice that I'm in a different room. And today's poetry has got a different sort of origin. So in order to write today's poem, if you should choose to write one, you'll need to find an object that possibly is in your house or nearby, and an object that you can spend some time looking at. So if you can, bring it to you, and if you can't, you go to it. And observe its shape, colour, texture, how it moves, if it moves. And along the way, in doing a lot of noticing, try and think what metaphor or simile you could use, or you could create even better, to allow someone who wasn't seeing it to get a picture of it in their head. Okay? And then it's just a matter of putting your observations and your metaphor, your simile together, and maybe along the way you might want to say something about what the object means to you, or you might not. And can I suggest if you do that, you try and do that maybe a little bit obliquely, rather than this means this to me, just hint at it, really. It's the old show and tell adage. Okay, so my object today was, I think, an unusual one. It's an extremely heavy one, but nevertheless, this is it. It's a stone, big piece of stone. And this is what is on the stone. I think this is rather special. So I found this in a river and I brought it home, and you can see it's slightly kind of curved. Okay, and you can see that some of the diamonds have little patterns to them. So that fossil was what I brought to me, and I chose to write my poem about. So here we go, and the poem is called Fossil Tree. Books tell me you were over 100 feet tall in those tropical forests which turned slowly, darkly to coal. A strange, spiky, spongy tree without leaves. Diamond studs pressed into your most structural bark. You and all your fellow trees made life once, then fell dying like old Persian soldiers en masse in the swamp. Lepidodendron, scale tree, heavy like lead. Eternally now your flesh is stone. My whole palm fits in your patterned indentation. From 350 million years ago. Beneath the flesh, the stone speaks wordlessly, of constancy, rough beauty, of the comfort of stillness. Each room has a part of you, to be a talisman to me. Touchstone, I do, touching you, becoming a different form of what I hope I can be. Fossil tree. Scale tree, tree, me. And that's my musings on a fossil, which I hope you've enjoyed, and I would very much like to hear your reactions to that, and to see what objects you decide to write about. So I hope you've enjoyed today's workshop, and please like and share and do all the other things, and but above all, take care of yourselves, and I shall see you in a few days with another workshop. Until then, goodbye.